Hello and welcome. My name is Hope Muir, the Joan and Jerry Lozinski Artistic Director of the National Ballet of Canada. This is such a momentous moment for our company as we prepare to finally premiere Kain's highly anticipated staging of Swan Lake. This production was a cornerstone of Kain's 50th anniversary season with the National Ballet in 2020. And while the COVID-19 pandemic made that impossible, Swan Lake is still very much a celebration of Kain's legacy with the company and her personal connection to a ballet that she adores. Swan Lake is one of the landmark works of the classical canon. It premiered in Moscow in 1877 with choreography by Julius Reisinger and later revived by Marius Petipa and Ivanov in 1895. That production is the foundation for most of the versions we know today. Swan Lake is set to the first score that Tchaikovsky wrote for ballet and was arranged by Ricardo Rodrigo. It contains some of the most recognizable and quoted music in classical dance. One of the contributing factors to the success and longevity of Swan Lake is that its narrative allows for new and exciting interpretations. Swan Lake exists in multiple versions worldwide, each with a slightly different take on the story, design, and even the score. Kain's new staging is a valuable addition to this international dialogue. Here is Artistic Director Emerita Kain to discuss her vision for Swan Lake.
Thanks so much, Hope. Preparing my new staging of Swan Lake has been one of the most fulfilling experiences of my career. I selected a truly exceptional team to join me as I revisited this ballet from a new vantage point as a creative collaborator, and I used my own experiences as a dancer to guide my interpretation. I first performed the lead role of the Swan Queen in Erik Bruhn's staging of Swan Lake in 1971, and it proved to be a watershed moment in my career, resulting in my promotion to principal dancer. I was just 19 years old and a member of the Corps de Ballet when I was called on to replace my colleague, principal dancer Veronica Tennant, who was injured. Even though I was young and still finding my way in the company, I felt an immediate connection with the drama and technical challenges of Swan Lake, and that feeling has never left me. I'm drawn to the emotion of Swan Lake and the idea that love can exist even in a world dominated by evil. What I wanted most for my staging of Swan Lake was for all of that emotion to come through. To achieve this, I returned to some of the choreography I used to dance in Erik Bruhn's Swan Lake. For example, the choreography we are using for Odile's pas de deux and solos are Erik's, while the coda is traditional in that it follows Marius Petipa and Ivanov. My staging also includes new choreography by two members of the National Ballet's artistic staff, Associate Artistic Director Christopher Stowell and Choreographic Associate Robert Binet. Chris and Rob divided the choreography along dramatic lines and according to individual preferences and style. Their contribution, combined with the existing choreography, makes this Swan Lake feel both traditional and new. The most striking differentiator in my staging is the design, which was executed to perfection by Gabriela Týlešová, with lighting by Bonnie Beecher and video projections by Nieuwenhuis. I had seen some of Gabriela's earlier designs and felt instinctively that she would be the right person to capture the rich visual landscape of this story, which has such strong ties to nature and is so utterly fantastic and steeped in magic. Gabriela conveys the darkness of Swan Lake with an impressive set piece, Rothbart's enormous wings, which open and close the stage in a symbolic gesture of all-encompassing evil. Rothbart's wings provide a visual link to the curse he places on Odette and her female companions, which condemns them to live as swans by day and women by night. But to my mind, Odette is a woman, not a swan, so it was important to me that she always appear to the audience in human form. This distinction is crucial if her love affair with Prince Siegfried is to be powerful and believable enough to sustain the tragedy of their story. Odette's humanity also shapes her choreography, along with the other women under Rothbart's control. I wanted to root their movements in human feeling and thought, and to show that the women support one another in their captivity. Rothbart's magic creates chaos and suffering, but it doesn't obliterate humanity. I hope you will enjoy these and other distinctive elements of this production, including the addition of 2 sisters for Prince Siegfried, Celia and Elizabeth, who we named after 2 illustrious women in Canadian dance, Celia Franca, the founder of the National Ballet of Canada, and Betty Oliphant, the co-founder of Canada's National Ballet School. Both were instrumental in my life and career, and in adding them to Swan Lake, I feel that they're with me in this experience too. We look forward to seeing you in the theater.